Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from the Canton Eagles.
Canton Eagles.
Where we're all about loyalty.
Eagles.
Not really. I mean, we are in Canton.
We are, yes.
And I was a Canton Eagle. But we're actually from RNA Music. Your mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio and crash test dummy. Where we're here to answer your questions.
That's right.
So let's go right to it.
Let's do this.
First question. Blackjack. Ryan, trans black Gibson Les Paul or trans black PRS Single Cut, and why? Angela, favorite microphone for rock singing and why? Keep the rock and music alive. That's kind of what the way she spelled it.
Yes, that's how.
I think so. Ooh, that's a tough one. Trans black Gibson Les Paul or trans black PRS Single Cut.
Love that they were both trans black versions. They weren't.
Yeah. I mean, you know. Man, that's actually kind of a...
That's tough for him.
That's a tough one for me. I mean, I do love PRSs. However, I do have two PRSs already. I mean, an SE and an S2. I would love a core model, like, you know. But I don't own a Les Paul. A Gibson Les Paul, so...
Yeah.
Oh, man. Right now, I'm kind of leaning toward a Gibson trans black Les Paul. And we're assuming it's a good one. Like, everything's good. Frets are good. Their quality's good.
Right.
So,
Obviously.
it's going to be a good one. So, yeah. You know, it'd have to be like, we're talking about like a $4 or $5 grand PRS. Dang it. I put my phone on silent, but the alarm ignores.
Oh, yeah.
Silencia.
It does.
Silencia!
And you need to turn it off.
Well, there's no more alarms after that, so we're good.
Oh.
That was you. That was you.
That was me.
Bzz, 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 bzz. So, as of this moment right now, I'm kind of feeling trans black Les Paul. Because I don't own a Gibson Les Paul, and I have some PRS guitars. Great question. Favorite microphone for rock singing and why?
Oh my gosh. I don't have a favorite. Honestly, I don't sing enough to prefer and to have tested out multiple.
Like live and recording.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
There's a question. For recording or for live performance?
Either one. I haven't honestly sang enough. And most of the time when I do sing, I usually sing what they have available. And it's usually not very good quality. So I just live with it. I'm not a diva, so I don't really think, oh gosh, but I can, you know, I know how my voice gets its best out of...
Sorry, I need this.
You know, sure, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not...
It doesn't matter what the microphone is. She just gets the job done.
Yes. Yes.
It's like some guitar players don't really care what guitar. They just sound great no matter what they play. That's like her. She sounds great no matter what microphone. And I think there's a lot of singers who are not super into gear, like, you know, their mics and stuff.
I don't know.
Some are.
I was, you know, there are some that are like, I got my glittery microphone, sure, sent me and them, you know, blah blah blah. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I am a vocalist, and yes, I do teach vocal lessons, but I'm so spread across so many different things evenly, being a teacher, a mom, business owner, crocheter, you know, I love it to craft, paint, refurnish, garden. I like to do everything kind of evenly, that I don't really get so overwhelmed in one thing that I have like the best thing. If it gets the job done, I use it.
Yeah.
You know, so like when I was painting the cabinet with the Walmart chalk paint, it's like, yeah, it's Walmart chalk paint. It's like $2.50 a little container, but I painted a whole entire hutch with that little bitty thing. It got the job done, and I like it. I'm not going to go out and spend $40 on the same amount because it's a certain brand. I'm not going to. Not when it's going to get nicked and scratched anyways. Blah, 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 blah. You know, if it gets a job done, I'm all for it, no matter what.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't sing enough to be like, oh no, this is it. But thank you for thinking of me and throwing me a bone with that question. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Blackjack. Next question, Cam Demand. Thank you, RNA, for answering me and my wife's question. My question this week is more gear related. So with the baby set to be due around early December, it should be December 16th. That's when your baby should be born. I'm just saying. Make it happen. I started thinking that perhaps having a bunch of tube amps could be hard to play having a baby in the next room over from the studio. Should I maybe start considering selling the tube amps and maybe check out a Kemper profiler or something like that I can run at quieter volumes and not disturb mama and the baby? Hashtag ktma. Keeps music alive. The real answer is just turn it up loud. Mom and baby will get over it. It's no big deal. They'll be fine. Wait, that's the wrong answer. Did I say that out loud? The real answer is... The real answer is I would check out the stuff from Two Notes, man. They got like the Torpedo Live. Is that the one? The Two Notes stuff, because you can actually, you know, have your tube head, plug it into that. It's like a dummy load, and they have impulses and cab simulators, so you can still record and play your nice tube heads as you like, but you can do it at manageable volumes and still get, you know, all the tubey goodness. Is it the Reload, the Torpedo? I don't know. I haven't personally used them myself, but I was checking all their stuff out at the Dallas International Guitar Festival and talking to them about it. And of course, you know, you got guys like Rubia and Fluff and David Walliman and Robert Baker, and all these guys use those things so they can still crank their amps, you know, their tube amps, and get that sound, but you can record and not, you know, have your neighbors hate you. So check out the Torpedo stuff, man. I think that might be the answer to your problem, and you can still keep your beautiful tubes. That's what I meant to say the first time. I think that's what was in here, but it didn't come out right. Next question, Blaine Ludman. Hey guys, 2 questions for y'all. So do you think them Duke boys were racist? eBay does. Dang eBay.
I guess they do. I don't know.
Bright orange car with Confederate flag all up on it, and they call it the General Lee. I mean, can you not buy that on eBay? Is that the thing?
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, I have many friends in the LBGT community, and I'm always asking, how many colors do they need? Kids used to be able to draw a nice house with the sun out and a big rainbow over it. I want the rainbow back. Peace be.
All right.
Okay. Do I think the Duke boys were racist? No.
No.
I just think they were ignorant.
Yeah.
They're just ignorant, good old boys, just like me.
I didn't see a lot of people, black folk, going through their parts of the woods.
Oh, that's true.
On the show.
There weren't very many people of color
I
in there.
don't necessarily think that they were exposed to many minorities. So...
Because they didn't go into Hazard.
Exactly.
There's a reason they never went into Hazard.
I mean, it was called Hazard. So...
because it's hazardous to your health if you're brown.
Ryan was, you know, he was just like, it was just, you know, something about the South, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, same thing with General Lee. It's
Where
history.
Were they from? Were they from Georgia?
I can't remember. I just thought the guys were gorgeous.
Roscoe,
so I never really cared where they were from. We watched it. My dad, a black man, loved the Dukes of Hazzard. He giggled and laughed, but like I said, my dad lived through the civil rights movement and had a father and grandparents and that were in the South for many, many generations. So to be that butthurt over something like that, knowing good and well there are people that are just ignorant to the understanding of that. So I don't think that I honestly don't think that they were. Just like there are people that just wear it on their shirt. Like I have a friend that I work with. She has it on her shirt. She has it on the back of her truck. But she is the sweetest, most genuine person. And she is country, but she's
real country.
She's just, you know, proud of her heritage. That it has nothing to do with skin color. It has everything in her mind to do with heritage. And I think that they ran the same lines. So
there you go.
Yeah.
As far as how many colors the LBGT as a LGBT.
No, LBGT.
LBGT. It's different.
I think it's LGBT. LB.
I don't know.
LGBT. LBGT.
I don't know. As far as how many colors they need, as many colors as they want. I don't really care. They can have them all.
Right.
They can have one. Paul said they should have a black flag. Because black is...
all the colors.
All the colors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that right? Or is white all the colors?
No, white is the omission.
Is the absence of all color.
That's why the Ku Klux Klan were white.
It's the absence.
Oh God, we're going to get so much mail.
Science. They can... Yeah.
Whatever.
As many as they need. As many as they want. That's how many they can have.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you want to draw a picture with a rainbow on it, you should totally do that.
Do it. It's refracted light.
No one's keeping it from you. So.
It's also refracted light.
Refracted.
And it's also a promise from God.
Refraction.
So you know, there you go.
Whatever you want to make of it. Peace.
Yeah. You can have the rainbow back.
You can have it back right now, man.
You can have it back.
Just take it.
You do it.
It's yours.
I have a giant rainbow in my classroom. And it says, you know, where you see clouds, look for rainbows. Where you see darkness, look for stars. Where you see clouds, look for rainbows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a rainbow in my classroom. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit.
She did. I'm more concerned about the rainbow connection.
We should all be connected.
Kermit the Frog.
All of us. Yeah. More love. Give a little bit.
Sneezing fits.
Oh my goodness, sinuses.
She's allergic to the camera. Okay, so next question. Let's move on. I don't even remember what we said.
I said I have a rainbow.
Oh, that's right.
In my classroom. And I love rainbows. And I'm always doodling rainbows. And even underneath the rainbow is a small sign that says Miss Angela's classroom with a rainbow on the... So, yeah, rainbows are for everybody.
That's right. Next question. Mike Cashel. Hi, Mike. I love you both and watch all of your YouTubes. Angela, your smile is the greatest, and Ryan, your beard is Viking-like. Well, thank you. True on both accounts. If you look at both of your boys, there is no denying that Angela is their mama.
That is the truth.
That's true. I see it in them.
Yeah.
I'm still having a hard time getting my grandsons interested in guitar. They both like music, but they only pick up one of their guitars when I ask them about it. My question is, do you have any advice to get my ADD grandsons interested in playing guitar? Oh, man. Well, that's a good question. Man, I don't know. It's tough. Even our kids, neither one of them seem really that interested in music. They both like to listen to music.
Yeah, they both like music.
And they both will sing. Like, Aiden was whistling yesterday. Like, or this morning, I was like, I was about to tell him to shut it down because it was kind of annoying me. And I was just whistling. I mean, but I do that.
Yes.
I was like, I'm just going to shut my door. I'm just going to let him go in there and just whistle.
And be happy.
Just whistle away, you know.
Leave that baby alone.
I know. They'll both like sing in the shower and stuff.
Oh, they are always singing. I love it.
You know.
Love it.
I think all you can do really is, well, there's two choices. You can either do kind of what I guess we do is like put it in front of them and kind of hope they, you know, jump into it. I was telling someone yesterday or day before yesterday that I was like, man, like my parents weren't really musical. My dad played drums. My dad sang in a choir, and my mom was not musical at all. My dad was musically inclined, but we had no instruments in the house.
Right.
Like we didn't. He was a drummer, but we didn't have a drum set. Like he didn't. Like he was a drummer in like high school, and then not really after that. So my parents weren't really like we were, my sisters and I were into music, and so they got instruments and things for us because we were interested in it, but they weren't into it. I thought, man, if my kids, like if I was my dad, life would have been great. Because I'm like, oh man, there's like amps everywhere and drums and guitars and basses. And I'm like, oh man, I'd have been excited, but my kids don't feel that way. And I hope they will, maybe if they pick it up on their own and they're passionate about it, good. And that's kind of the approach I think we take to it.
Yeah, I think what helps is, oh, go ahead, finish.
No, I was going to say, the other thing is you force them. And you go, I don't care if you wanted to stop taking piano lessons or not, you're going. Like, you don't have a choice about doing your math homework. You don't have a choice about learning English. You don't have a choice about brushing your teeth. You don't have a choice about wearing deodorant today. You're wearing deodorant today. Just, I don't care whether you want to or not. So you don't have a choice whether you want to study music or not. You're going to study it because it makes you a better person. And it does all these great things for your...
Force you to be a good person.
Yeah, it makes you smarter. Studying music helps you with all your other grades. And it's to be a well-rounded, well-educated person. You're studying music. Want to or not. And, you know, that's the other avenue you can take. And
yeah, sometimes. And then they'll regret, you know.
Yeah.
They'll resent you for the rest of your life. But they'll
also resent you, like, man, I wish my parents would have
forced me to do that.
Man, I wanted to quit piano.
There's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
I wanted to quit piano. My parents set me, but now, like, I wish they would have made me keep going to piano. I'm
like
yeah,
that would really
yeah, that's not how you said it when you were 12.
Right. And it's, you pick your battles, honestly. But this is how I see it. Aiden, we had the laptop, the keyboard that's here, we had at our house for a little while because it was our backup keyboard. And as they were playing video games or, excuse me, watched YouTube videos, they would hear these songs and they were like, I want to see if I can play it on the piano. And they would go in and start playing it on the piano. We never asked them to go, hey, why don't you practice that or learn, find out what those keys mean to you and blah, 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 blah. It wasn't anything like that. Nicholas was the same way whenever he started, I don't know if he heard Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal or something, where he wanted to learn the bass line to the song because he heard a song that he was like, I would love to learn how to play that. Aiden was the same way on the guitar. I think if you expose your children enough to music that they genuinely love, that genuinely like draws an interest out of them, like with Brianna, it was Metallica, and putting her in front of a drum set, even if it was Rock Band, it still got her to like love the music, love Metallica, jump into it, and actually find the drive to keep on, to continue in her art. But most of the kids here who take lessons, it's because a song has spurred them and lit a fire underneath them. They're like, I love this song. A lot of songs, granted, are older songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that they're like, what? I never even knew music like this existed. And it, honestly, because of the crap that they have out today that they have to choose from, and the not necessarily synthesized, but you know, the auto-tuned just gibberish that I think it is.
Yeah, bubblegum pop.
Right. And factory produced music, and when they hear something that's like genuine, like really well written stuff that's catchy, that drives in their heart, I think that fuels their fire to learn more. And then you can say, hey, listen to this, or don't you remember? That's why Back in Black is such a great go-to song for kids to learn, because it's an Iron Man, it's in car commercials, they use it for back to school, they use it for everything.
Walmart commercials.
And kids are hearing this song all the time. They're like, hey, you want to learn how to play it on your guitar? And then if you teach them, like, this is how you play that song. You know, that song that from that show that you really love, this is how you play that. And then they're able to say, hey, friends, I know how to play this song on a guitar. And then them getting their friends, it's like a snowball effect when it comes to that. But I think if you expose them enough to music that's really amazing, but then you show them this is how you play that if you want to learn just a little bit, and then show them a little bit, I think that once they get that over, you know, get over that hump of learning something that in their mind, with kids learning things, especially with our boys, if they think it might be difficult, and if they're a firstborn or they're many years apart from each other, Usually I think the limit is 4. When you have a child and they're 4 years difference, they're considered a firstborn, another firstborn. They have that same firstborn mentality. So we have a firstborn Nicholas, but there's 5 years between Nicholas and Aiden. So Aiden has a firstborn mentality. So he has the same mentality. If I can't get it right the first time, why even try? Honestly. Yeah. And so if you present him like, do this, well, if I can't get it right the first time, why try? I'm not going to look like an idiot, you know? But if you say, this is how you do it, let me show you. And now you know how to play this. And then they think, okay, well, I can do it. And that limitation has been thwarted. And so then they were like, okay, maybe I can take this step. Maybe I can take this step. And you learn these little bitty songs. Like Brianna came to us already knowing some things. Her technique was sloppy and her understanding of reading music wasn't there. But she knew these songs, kind of where to go. And then Ryan cleaned it up. I think more kids had some kind of foundation of, this is what these songs are, even if their technique is sloppy, and then getting into lessons where we can clean it up. I think that's where you should start. So introduce them to some music that you really love. I mean, nothing, unless your kid is very old spirited, don't throw Eric Clapton and James Taylor at them or anything like that. Do something that's very rockin', very up to the beat, makes them happy.
High energy.
Nothing that brings them down, because kids, if it slows down, they're bored. Period. They want something upbeat and fast. I've learned that with ukulele. If it's slow, even if it's just to teach them stuff, they're like, oh my God, I don't want to take lessons anymore. But I'm like, hey, do you want to learn the song from Moana? And they're like, yeah! Da, 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 da. And then they're excited again, and it just fuels them. Music does that to people. It just lights a fire underneath. You know, everybody has a song that corresponds with something amazing in their life. Usually people have a song that goes with it. So I would start there.
Yeah. What she said. That'll do it, man. I was going to say the same thing. Just, yeah, expose them to lots of different music. And, you know, they'll click with something. They
will. Definitely. That's the truth.
Thanks for the question, Mike.
Don't give up.
Yeah. Next question. Driddle says, when are you going to go live again? Well, sometime.
Yeah. We were tonight. Ryan mentioned it. He's like, hey, you want to go? Every past like 3 or 4 ASKRNAs. He's like, you want to go live? I'm like, yeah, not really.
Well, it's kind of late by the time we start doing this, and it could go really late. Well, it already goes late enough.
Yes.
Filming these.
After we've already had a very long day, and then it turns into what is already at the end of an RNA day is a 12-hour work day for me. And then add in ASKRNA is just a normal ASKRNA, not a live one, is a 15-hour work day for me. But if we went live, we could be here for hours. Yeah. And I'm just not ready for that.
I was going to do it. I was going to do it while I was in Denver, the Vola Clinic. I thought this would be a great thing to do something live, but it was too hectic. We're just too busy
trying to get all the
getting
stuff
everything done for the clinic and doing everything we were doing there. So I didn't have a chance. And it's just been crazy since I've been back from Denver. So I keep thinking about it, and I usually think I'll do it on a Saturday would be a good time to do those. Yeah. I've got to be at the shop to do it because our internet speed at home is not fast enough. So it has to be at the shop. But although when closing time rolls around on Saturdays, I'm here at the shop, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home. So I'm like, close the shop, close the curtain, lock the door, fire up the internet. I'm like, oh man, I might be here for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I would like to because I really had a good time the last time doing it, and I really think that's something I want to do more of. But it's just been hectic.
Yeah.
It's been hectic. We got a lot of stuff going on off camera that you guys don't see, you know, between family and just life and doing everything. But maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend, we'll see. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's probably going to be on Saturdays though. If y'all are watching YouTube on Saturdays, that's probably when you're going to see me fire it up.
Yeah.
Around 4 or 5 o'clock on a Saturday, Texas time.
Yeah.
Not Central time.
Yeah, so it'll
Texas
be
time.
10, 11 for you UKers. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. About 10 p.m. UK time. So.
Yep.
Thanks for the question, man. I'm gonna try to get on it though. All right, next question. Metallica 29 says, pretty sure J-Lo didn't sing any of the songs in Selena. But that brings up a question. Angela, are you a big Selena fan who has made the trek down to Corpus to see the museum, statue, and resting place? Thanks.
No, I have not. No. But I loved her music in high school. I did. And I mean, I have her song like in my head right now, but I cried when she died.
I don't know any of her songs.
I
don't think.
Oh man, it was so, and to know how it happened, and of course when the movie came out and watch it kind of unravel, you know, of course they added a little bit of the dialogue and all that stuff like that, but it was just really sad. It was, and it seemed like right after she died, we had a lot of young women artists get killed, and it was just like, we had like 2 or 3 R&B women artists that got killed in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. It just felt like it was happening all at once. It was really weird time, very emotional. So, but no, I haven't. I don't like visiting sad places just because. I don't like watching sad movies. I don't like bringing myself down like that.
I don't either.
We have a running joke. I think we've said this before, but we have a running joke. Anytime we do watch something sad or it ends up sad, we don't go into it thinking it's going to be that way. We're like, man,
it really just brings you down.
It really brings us down. We're like, man, we need to go watch something happy like Blade. You know, Wesley Snipes,
that was brutal.
Vampire killing.
We need to watch something happy before we go to sleep, like Blade.
God,
something.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's watch something more uplifting, like Legends of the Fall.
Yeah, something to put me in a good mood.
You know, I'm really not. I had friends, and a lot of Hispanic friends that were just huge fans, and for weeks we all wore our Selena shirts. Oh man! And we mourned her. It was a sad. As soon as she went over to American music and was producing and putting out English albums, she died. I mean, she was taken. It was heartbreaking for someone to, you know, and of course that happened a lot in the 70s and 80s when people were like, you're on top of the world, and then they lose their drummer, or they lose their guitar player, or, you know, or they just, you know, die from plane crashes. It seemed like plane crashes and bus crashes were like the thing in the 70s and 80s. But yeah, no, to answer your question, no, I have not. I don't visit even just graves of family members. I don't do that.
Yeah, I have to think about that. It's like, you know, I always keep intending to, I'm going to go to Arlington, Texas, where Dimebag Darrell is buried, and like check out his, you know, final resting place, you know, like, I'm like, you know, Arlington's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You know, from here, and I'm like, how come I've never done that? I'm like,
because it's depressing.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I don't think it would make me happy.
Yeah, I'd rather honestly just listen to their music and remember them in my home in a happy place.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a video of him playing live. I'm like,
yeah, it's like when people make a trek to, you know, go to where John Lennon was shot, and you know all this. I'm like, don't do that to yourself. Why? Because
you're gonna be sad.
Yeah, there. It's like what you're gonna sit there and going, that John Lennon.
You don't remember the good times.
No, you're not. You're going to be depressed.
If you want to remember the good times,
for your body.
You want to remember the good times, put on one of their songs that you love and be like, I love this song.
I remember whenever blah, blah, blah. You know, same thing I do with my grandparents. I look at pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, remember that time when grandma sent us out to pick blackberries, and she always sent us 2 containers because she knew we'd eat them all. And so, you know, things like that. I don't like to bring myself down.
Yeah. Sorry. There you go, man. Thanks for the question. Bringing us down. Next question. Joseph Revels. On a lighter note, my question is Angela trying to say you're a redneck?
Sure am.
You going back to last week when she was describing
what he looks like to people.
the kind of female I might attract versus the kind of male that she might attract.
I don't think we got into the kind of male I would attract. I don't know
what that would be.
I would.
Dead is what that would be. That would kill them. But because we don't really look like we go together. Was that the thing?
Yeah.
They were kind of like,
yeah.
how did you two? How did
you two meet? Because people ask us that all the time, but I never think of their intentions behind it.
How are y'all?
How did this happen?
Well, you know, now like the big beardy thing has only been like 4 years now.
Yeah.
So I've only had like the ultra, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not like your typical black girl. I'm not at all. And everybody asks me questions all the time. I remember my band director in high school, Mr. Overmo, said, and if you're ever watching, which would be very surprising, cracked me up. We were sitting outside the band, and he mentioned a song. He was like, you know, and he pointed to me. Of course, I was like the only black person standing around, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He was like, what? It's da 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 da. And I was like, still don't get it. And he was like, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the album of blah blah blah. He named the album. I was like, dude, my parents didn't listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Just because I'm black.
And he was like,
I know who Earth, Wind, and Fire is.
What? I was like, I know who Earth, Wind, and Fire are, but I don't know their music. Like,
I don't know the names of all their albums.
A few of them are like, oh yeah, that's Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, yeah. But
now, if you would have said, you know, Michael Jackson?
Yeah, but even then, I can name maybe a couple songs up until maybe the Bad album. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I know music Michael Jackson. Yeah. But before that...
There were albums before Bad?
Not really.
There were albums before Thriller?
But you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, but I was like, it's so funny when people just assume. But
do I look like a redneck?
Now you do. But before you didn't.
And
he was more like, you know, a headbanger, kind of rock and roll, kind of skater-esque-ish with your Jinkos and your Doc Martens.
Doc Martens, man.
And he, you know, he had his goatee and he had his, you know, long hair with the shaved underneath and all that stuff. And that was the kind of guy I honestly was attracted to.
Alternative.
Because in Athens, all we had were, what seemed to me, were either cowboys or thugs. That was it. I mean, you know, like, not thugs, but, you know, like guys, I'm like, hey girl, what's up? I'm like, no. No.
Hey girl, what's your number?
No.
My number is 0.
No. So I'm like, honestly, I don't like that. And then Ryan came along, and I was like, hey. I was really actually attracted to a lot of the skaters because the skaters seemed like they never fit, and I felt like I never fit. So it was like the perfect fit. So when I saw Ryan and his metal-esque-ness, I was like, hey, he definitely doesn't look like he fits. And so this look was not there whenever we first, which I love, don't get me wrong. I love me some Ryan. All the different
But I don't look the same now as I did when we met. Much different.
Much different. Yeah. But I was never attracted to what people expected me to be attracted to. And sometimes it was to spite. That it's like, oh, you think I'm like, who else? Who doesn't look like that? You, come on. I'm like, I was just never. I was not that girl. I did things just because people, if you told me that I couldn't or you expected that of me, like in a negative way, then I totally went against whatever you did.
I'm going to show you something.
I'm going to
show you.
Educate
I'm going to tell you something.
Right
now. Right up in there now.
But no, I don't think he is a redneck.
I mean, I'm wearing the Duck Dynasty hat. That's not helping. It's just the most comfortable hat I own.
Yeah. He is.
I don't even watch that show.
My honey is very about comfort and familiarity and whatever makes him feel a peace of mind. I think that's what he goes after, even though he listens to metal, which is hilarious to me.
Because
you think he listened like Burt Bacharach or something.
I don't really dress like a metalhead either, even in college. It's like, I had a couple of, had a Pantera shirt and stuff. But it wasn't like I had 17 Pantera shirts.
Yeah, it's not like you wore band shirts all the time.
And black jeans.
No.
All you own is black.
He did have like this poncho.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, it was gray and black. It was super comfortable.
Exactly.
Wait, it was?
Yeah, and I was like, what is he? He can't. I remember he was waiting outside of our my history class.
What were those called?
And honestly, now that I think back, he was probably just waiting for Paul, and he didn't know it was my class because Paul and I had the same class.
Probably, yeah, I'm sure.
And
the bitter bass man went to college.
Yes, he sat behind me in history and was always asleep. And I met Paul first before I met Ryan.
Isn't that crazy?
And so
he was here earlier, y'all. He already left.
And so when he walked, I was like, what is he wearing? Like, I'll go off of but I don't know about what it is like. I was like, oh, he has horrible taste in clothes. We might have to rethink this or teach him how to dress. What would be easier?
It's comfortable.
Yes, whatever's comfortable. And that's what he does. Familiar and comfortable. That is you. To a T.
That's what I like.
Yes. Other than dating a black girl when he's been raised in an all-white community. You went totally out of the grain.
You're super fine. You like me.
See, you have your moments.
You
do.
Like, why does this super attractive girl think I'm cute? I don't know, but I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
I don't know why she likes me.
Because you're hot.
I had no idea. Completely oblivious to my college level of hotness.
And you're sweet, and you're the first guy to not go, hey, so.
Really?
So, yeah.
I do that now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, blue shirt.
Hey, blue shirt.
Hey, red
where
pants.
you going?
Hey, ponytail.
Hey, ponytail. I'll drive by, roll down the window. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. I'm like,
who's your peoples?
Who's your people?
Who your people? Where you at? Who you from?
Jesus. And I'm like,
but I can do that now.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm definitely not a redneck. Although I grew up on a farm, raised cows.
You are rather tannish on the back of the neck.
Well, I've been walking with my, sleeveless shirts on.
Yes, he has a farmer tan. Aiden has a farmer tan. Nicholas has a farmer tan. I'm like, dudes, wear your sleeveless. Oh, gosh, do I have a farmer tan?
Yeah, you do. You got more of a tan than we do.
Well.
It's naturally.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of redneck questions about me. Next question. Mike Rohde. Hi, y'all. Need a suggestion for a new amp. I'm 68, play mostly classic rock, partial to tubes, also partial to inexpensive. I feel you on that one. Reverb, a must, 2-channel effects loop, DI out, under 100 watts that will push a 4x12 cab. I love my 97 Fender twin amp, but it's been getting cranky. Any suggestions would be awesome. Thanks in advance. Always enjoy the videos. KTMA. All right. Sorry, I almost missed that part. Hashtag keep the music alive. Mike, good question. Let me reread that. Under 100 watts, that will push a 4x12. Okay. Reverb is a must. 2-channel effects loop. DI out. Depends on what you mean by inexpensive. Because if you're talking American made, you should totally go check out Devil Cat amps. Now, we're a dealer, but that's why I know about them. Because there's not a lot of them out there. There's not a lot of dealers, but they're made in Statesboro, Georgia. The Jimmy's great. It's 2 channels. It's got an effects loop. It's 50 watts, but it will definitely push a 4x12. It's got built-in reverb, which is great. The Jimmy, they also have a Jimmy Jr. You can get that in a cab or a head. So, I'm trying to think. Because the only other stuff we carry, we carry orange. But what you're looking for in an orange, you're going to be looking for like a UK made orange. And they are not inexpensive. You could get, if you've already got the cab, you could get like the Devil Cat, the Jimmy head for around $1,500, $1,600, depending on if you got custom Tolex or not. But $1,500, like a rocker verb, you're looking more like 23, 24, 2,500 or more. I don't know, a lot. So I would suggest checking out Devil Cat. Devil Cat's kind of under the radar right now. Like, more people know about CMG guitars. You threw your shoe off.
Well, I did accidentally, but whenever you went like that, I thought you were going to go.
Devil Cat. It's kind of under the radar. You know, more people know about CMG guitars than they do the amps.
So I got tickled because I was like,
you thought that's where I was going?
Yes, I was like, what are you doing?
I'm getting comfortable.
And familiar.
Comfortable and familiar.
Yes.
Angela.
Okay, putting my shoe back on.
Okay.
I feel like
your leopard print shoes.
Aubrey Hepburn.
Oh, camera battery's about to die.
Yeah.
Good gosh. So check out the Devil Cat stuff. Just give it a try. Everyone who's ever came in here and played one is like, holy crap, this sounds awesome. I'm like, yeah, it does. Cleans are amazing.
It's really nice.
It's nice. I should do more demo videos of them.
You should.
I would suggest that. Check them out. You know, they're great. And that's it. Final question. Thank you guys so much for watching. The battery's about to die. We're going to wrap it up. If you have a question for next week, leave it below. Thank you for all the comments. There were a ton of comments. We love those. Go buy an RNA music shirt from our Teespring store. Link in the description. Neither one of us are wearing RNA shirts today, but hey, you know, we've been selling about one a week. One t-shirt a week. This is great. It's very nice. And we'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep the music alive. Music needs you. We need the music.
Music needs you.
I'm sorry, I stepped on your lines.
Yes, you did.
Keep the music alive.
Music needs you.
And we need the music. Oh, you're supposed to say, don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
You say, don't forget it.
See, you threw me off.
Until next time, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
You need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation and current generations of people. Star Trek, whatever. Paul's not even here. And we'll see you guys next time. Y'all be safe. Don't text and drive. Be careful on the road.
Please be careful.
So be careful. Watch out.
Err on the side of caution.
Other people are not watching, so you got to be watching everyone else.
All that mess.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.